Hello, I'm Matt Gull from House.com. This is Mike Neville from 32 Boots, and we're going to walk you through the 2020 32 liner lineup. Mike, welcome back to the house.
Thank you.
Dude, we are cruising through these things late into the evening.
Yes.
We have a clinic tonight.
We do.
We do. It's always fun having you in for the clinics and to shoot videos. So thanks again for being here.
Love coming in. It's great.
You know, the only downside to having you in is like the hat, the Packers hat. Jeez, I know you're a die-hard fan, so I'll let it slide. But
I always have to do it when I'm in Minnesota.
is that the day you do that?
Yeah, of course, and it's time of year.
Yeah, it is. How are they doing? Are they doing all right?
They're number one in the division.
Are you?
3-1.
I got lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early in the season.
Yeah.
It is.
That's true. Well, thanks for coming in again, and then kind of walking us through this stuff. You know, there's a lot of great boots in the line, from beginners to advanced level riders, from soft boots to stiff, different lacing systems. But you know, it's really good to showcase the things that most people, when they look at snowboard boots, don't really see,
right,
or may not even pay attention to if they have a boot. The liners. So within the 32, there's basically 4 different liners.
Correct.
They are, correct me if I'm wrong, the Comfort, the Team, the Performance, and the Elite.
Yes.
That's my memory is getting better, I think. How do we get through this lineup here?
Basically, we start at our Comfort Fit liner.
All right.
We'll kind of work from bottom to the top, let's call it.
Sure.
So in our Comfort Fit liner, we're going to have a dual density foam on here with a lace-up liner system on the front. This is going to be our softest liner that we have. It's going to be the most cushy, comfy, pillowy fit out of the box.
Right.
Still 100% moldable around your foot, heat moldable, and is going to be the most comfortable right out of the box.
Okay.
So all of our liners, all the way up, are going to have built-in exaggerated J-bars on the inside of here, which is going to aid in giving you extra heel hold down there around your ankle bones and the Achilles area.
Right.
Also inside the Comfort Fit liner, we are going to have our Comfort Fit footbeds, which is going to be a molded EVA footbed. Good footbed for the price of the boots that these liners come in. Right,
and a great upgrade from a traditional, like, just stamped out, cut out EVA flatbed.
Absolutely, for sure. So you get the lace-up liner on there just to give you a little more comfort and secureness on there. Right. And then, of course, you're going to see the Intuition logo here on the back of it, which we've partnered with Intuition since the beginning of 32, which we're going on almost 25 years of building boots. This is our 24th year.
Woo, congrats.
And we partner with Intuition, so all of the foam that we utilize in our liner systems is going to be the Intuition foam.
That's cool. And I think this is the only boot liner, the Comfort Fit, that features the integrated liner lacing system on the liner.
Correct.
Not on the cuff inside the shell.
Exactly.
Cool. Yeah, I like those. You know, they're plain, they're simple, but they still have a very important thing: the heat moldable liners.
Correct.
So, as all of them are.
Right. Right. But even on you know, from our entry level exit boot, or entry level price, I should say, at $150 retail, you're going to have this all the way up into some of our signature models, like the light JP boot. Right.
Yeah. Professional rider JP Walker rides the Comfort Fit.
Yep.
That's pretty dang cool.
For sure. For sure. Joe Sexton also likes this liner as well.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. He rides like a wide range of boots. He has the mid or the late season release '86 Joe Sexton colorway.
Correct.
Then there's also the Shifty
Boa.
Shifty Boa and STW, which both feature the Comfort Fit.
Correct.
Yeah, that's nice. It's cool to see guys like Joe. Like in the background there, you see the shot of Joe that Steph and Jenny took, riding boots that feature these liners, which is cool. Next up, Team Fit. I can imagine just in the name why you call it that.
Absolutely.
Team riders like it.
Exactly. Team guys love it. Again, a great, comfortable, fitting liner. As you mentioned, we do not have the lace up on the liner itself on this boot, because all of the boots that have this liner system in it are going to have an internal harness on the inside, which is where you're going to get your lace-up system out of it. Right. That's going to really integrate and pull this liner right into become more or less one with the shell of the boot and give a great fit out of it.
Right.
So on here we're going to be looking at the internal J-bars like we talked about. We're going to have some dual density foams, a little bit of a stiffer foam than what we were talking about in the Comfort Fit. Still 100% moldable on here. You do get your strap across the top.
I love that. Do you keep this tight? Or do you kinda,
I do. That's
it
for me. That's kind of the first thing that I do when I do my boots, and that kind of sets the pace for tying the rest of them.
Right.
We do have a little bit of extra reinforcement or stiffening agents that are on these liners as well.
Right.
You still, of course, get the great intuition foam.
Cool.
Once we come into some of our stiffer shells, we do exaggerate our cuff up on top here a little bit more with a little bit of a softer foam.
Okay.
Basically to eliminate any calf bite that you may have going over the top of a stiffer shell on some of the stiffer boots that we have.
Right. Now, does the team liner also include the heel hold kit?
Absolutely. So the heel hold kit that looks like this is going to come inside of every single boot box that comes with a Team Fit liner.
Got it.
So you're able to use they look like little donuts, they're different thicknesses, and they can slide right inside of these pockets that we have on each side of the liner, which are just going to aid in giving you a better fit and taking up some space between the shell and the liner of the boot.
Right. And there's two different thicknesses, I believe, 2 and 4 millimeters or so?
Yes.
Right. One interesting thing that you said earlier that I never really thought of was that you can put the heel hold kit in, get a more secure fit on your Achilles and your ankles,
Yes.
and then you can rock your laces just a little bit looser than you normally would.
Correct.
But you still get that snug, secure fit.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it gives, for me, I've started using them last year, and it just gave a better fit, and it just felt more comfortable in there. So,
right. And it's kind of cool. There's I don't think there's really any boots within the industry that have that type of technology that really locks it in that well.
Correct.
You know, with an additional thing that you slide into the liner.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Again, custom fitting, your personalization, personal preference, whatever you like.
Right, and that's a beautiful thing across basically all of 32 is you get a lot of these little custom pieces that a lot of other boot manufacturers don't do, whether it be that position of the lacing, the wrap up on top, and then support panels also that are integrated into the inside of the shell too.
Yes.
Right. That's
For
pretty
sure.
cool.
For sure. Pulled out the footbed that's inside of here, which is the Team Fit footbed. Goes on all the Team Fit liners or boots. And we're changing up a little bit here, going from where we were on the Comfort Fit. So we got a little bit of a lining on top here, which is an anti-friction lining. Your foot's not going to slide around on it. You are looking at a fully molded polyurethane insole on this.
Right.
And then you have a TPU heel counter that you can see, which is this black that goes around, which is going to cradle your heel, stabilizing your ankle, just giving you a better fit inside of
All
there.
right. Now, with all the footbeds and liners, do the same footbeds match up with the same liners, or do they kind of like cross-pollinate?
Nope, they all match up. So when you see a Team Fit liner, it's always going to have the Team Fit footbed on the inside.
Cool, and that's the same thing for the performance or the comfort.
Correct.
All right. That's
Keeps
nice.
it pretty
to-
simple.
Yeah, it's nice. and
Then you know what
consistent.
you're getting inside of each one.
Right. Okay. So with the Team Fit, that's the first liner within the line that has the integrated the internal liner lacing cuff integrated into the liner shell.
Yes.
That's a lot to just say. Jeez. But then there's some subtle differences as you move into a more performance
Yes. the
fit style
performance.
style liner. A couple more overlays and panels, a little bit more supportive. What
Exactly.
else?
So we're looking still at doing a few different densities of foam inside of here. Of course, we're still adding the J-bars in there. You get your strap up on top, still 100% moldable around your foot. Intuition foam, you get a little softer up on top to eliminate any of that calf bite. If you notice on the back here, it's hard to tell with the black on black, but we do add on more material on the back here for stiffening agents.
Cool.
Again, just adding a little more stiffness to this liner system.
Right.
Even down here in the forefoot on each side, adding that in there just gives you a little bit more support down in that area. Once we pull out the performance footbed,
That looks nice, by the way.
thank you. Corresponds with all the performance liners. This is actually going to be made out of STI Evolution foam. So the Evolution foam is a little pellets that go into a mold. Very eco-friendly because there's no waste and it pops out looking like this. It's what we're using in a lot of the outsoles on our boots. One of the reasons that makes a lot of our boots extremely light because it is a cushioning material and it is also durable enough to have as an outsole. We are adding a little bit of a softer material down here in the heel area, basically just to give you a little more cushioning. And then of course you can still see the black TPU heel counter that goes on there for the extra stability as well.
Wow. Yeah, that's a really good matchup. Now, one thing that I think a lot of people wonder when they pull their 32 boot liners out is that front little tongue panel. What is the intention of that?
So on here, as you mentioned before, we have the internal harness that goes inside of all the boots that are not a lace-up liner. Basically, every liner system with the exception of the Comfort Fit. And this is just a little extra added protection because when you have a moldable liner, this is where the laces from the internal harness go over the top of it.
Right.
So instead of cutting into the tongue to basically potentially damage the tongue of the liner or even give you any pressure points across the instep of your foot,
Right.
this is just giving you that added protection for where the laces are going to lie for the internal harness.
Oh, perfect.
And we did not mention either that this does have the heel hold system, and all of these are coming with the heel hold kits inside of all the boxes.
All right.
So
Cool. And then we kind of move into like a really gigantic step up. This looks vastly different than the rest of the liners.
absolutely.
This is the Elite. And what boots is that liner found in?
So the Elite liner system comes in our Focus Boa, comes in the Jones MTB boot, which is the big mountain backcountry style boot,
Right.
walk collar mode on it. It also is in the Team 3 and the Mule Air, which is the brand new Mule Air.
Cool.
So this still 100% intuition foam. The whole thing is going to be moldable. The orange that you see on the exterior is actually going to be called an STI Energy Foam.
Right.
The energy foam is something that we're using as cushioning in midsoles, which has great dampening and great response back to it. So by doing it on the liner like this, it's going to add the added support as where you see it through your ankle and your lower foot area. But then it's also going to give you that snap back. So even though a lot of liners can be stiff, they either a lot of times have a tendency to be rigidly stiff,
Right.
or otherwise they're not just. They're going to be a little softer and not give you the pop back that you want, where this material is just going to aid into making it stiffer, but not in a rigid way.
Right.
And then when you do flex it, it's also going to give you that rebound effect to go back to the original position that it was in.
Right, causing you less fatigue because you're not using as much energy to get back to square one.
Correct. Even if it's toe to heel or if it's medial to lateral.
Right, cool.
And still adding the heel hold system in this as well. All of these boots or boots with this liner system are going to come with the heel hold kits inside the box. Again,
Right.
just personal preference, custom fitting to the best that you want to do it on.
Cool.
And then still 100% moldable, like I said, even though you can't see it on this. I guess you can see it on the cutout we have up there, but there is the Intuition foam that goes all along the inside of the STI Energy foam on the exterior.
Wow, that's cool. Now, if you had a choice to put any of these liners into any boot for whatever day of riding, which one do you think you'd pick?
I like to ride a little bit of a softer boot myself.
Okay.
So the Team liner has been my liner of choice most recently. That's
Okay.
what the boots I've been riding have been with the Team liner.
Right. Cool.
But we do, however, sell the Elite liners separately that you can put in a different brand of boots, a different model of 32 if you do want to get the features that the Elite liner offers. So I've actually been mulling that idea over myself as well, as maybe taking a bit of a softer boot and putting in the Elite liner in it and seeing how that thing would work.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I know that's kind of a bigger, more common thing in skiing, swapping out, buying liners to put in boots and stuff.
Right.
But, people I found just get so attached with their boots, but then they break down so much, they get soggy.
Right.
It's just like, well, if you don't want to buy new boots, at least get new liners.
Right. So you can always update your liners.
Right.
One other thing that I don't want to forget to mention here is the footbed that
footbed.
comes inside of here is going to be your Elite footbed as well. So when you see this, it's going to be, this green foam is going to be the STI Energy foam as well, just like we were seeing here on the exterior of this liner. You do have your TPU heel counter on here, and then we have some adhesive material here that inside of every one of the boots that come with an Elite liner is going to have a pack of these, which are going to be adjustable arch supports. So each arch support is going to be a different color, which is going to regulate the different size of it or the different thickness of it. Got the wrong one here. And what you can do on these then is, depending on if you have a lower arch or a higher arch on your foot, you can, again, customize it to what's going to fit you the best by putting on your different size arch supports on there.
That's pretty cool. Now, which one do you tend to ride with if you put the arch support on?
Well, we do actually also sell the liner or the footbed separately as well.
Oh, cool.
And I have been riding these in a Team Fit liner. And I feel like I'm pretty average on my arch, so I put the medium version in.
Okay.
And I played around with it a little bit, just wearing them before I went out on the snow, and put a large one in. I went to the small, and the medium seemed to be the best feeling underneath my feet.
Right.
So.
And can you change the Can you subtly change the placement? Like if you have a weird shaped arch, can you like?
Sure.
Why not? Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, whatever fits, personal
Whatever
preference.
fits. That's pretty cool. There's not a lot of brands out there that are offering customized style fits in the footbed, the liner, and the shells of their boots, and
Right.
you guys are.
Yes, absolutely.
That's really nice. As in a day and age where everyone wants something that specifically fits them in their shape and their preferences, you guys offer a lot, way more than anybody else.
Great to hear.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, Mike, man, thanks so much for being here.
You know it.
Thanks for showing us the
Thank you for
inside of
having
these
us.
boots. Yeah, you're welcome. Cool. Make sure to check everything out at the house. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching. 32 is one of my favorite brands that makes boots, and they actually make shoes under the Soul Tech label. They have great fit, intuition, and a lot of different styles for any kind of terrain type or riding ability. Make sure to check out 32atthehouse.com by selecting the links below in the description. Subscribe to the channel there, check out more vids there, and hopefully we'll see you guys on snow.